Welcome to Panda Finance, and this is going to be our Chainlink Hackathon project. It is a synthetic equity swap derivative contract that you would find in traditional markets. So what happens is that you're going to be comparing the price performance of two different assets, which are going to be made from Chainlink price feeds. Anything that is available on Chainlink could theoretically be employed here. And then after you set up all these parameters saying, leg one, leg two, the currency that you want to deposit, the amount of the currency you want to put up for the contract, the number of contracts you want to mint, the start date, the period, and the intervals, and some advanced options down here. You can, not yet, but in the future, deposit into yield, so you're earning yield as your money is deposited. And then not on Arbitrum, but on Matic, which I'll show you in just a second. You can also use Chainlink automation to keep your position happy and then up to date, and it will distribute your earnings on your periodical basis, right? So if you select weekly, at the end of every week, it will recalculate the price performance of Apple versus Bitcoin, and then depending on whoever outperforms between you and your counterparty, the amount of money that you have deposited here will be distributed accordingly, and then it will go up until the end of these intervals. So this would be 4 weeks, 1 month, and then the contract is done, and people can withdraw their money, assuming they still have some. Okay, so yeah, let's go through and see what happens here. So we go ahead, and then I already set the information up right there. I've already approved my wallet, but there will also be a proof transaction in case you haven't approved yet. So just a small amount of USDC is going to go. This is, by the way, the notional is still going to be in terms of the token's decimals, right? So I haven't gone ahead and updated on the front end yet to make it aesthetic. So this is not 100 USDC. This is going to be, depending on what it is on Arbitrum, if it's 8 decimals, it would be, 1 E3, right? So not very much. Okay, so then we went ahead and created that contract. And so now we move on to the market. It's going to take a little while to load because I've actually made quite a few contracts on Arbitrum so far. And so we haven't really built an official backend yet. So this is kind of just lazy loading off the chain, but eventually we'll have a backend. So you can see all of these different tokens are available, right? And so these were a bunch of tests that I made. Some of them, not so great, right? So yeah, these were things that I was making as I was still building the front end. But all the way down here, you can see that the Apple BTC is already good to go. And then so your user A and then user B has yet to be determined because nobody has purchased it yet. And then so you can click here, and then it will take you to the contract details. You can get a little bit more info about what's going on here. This will be filled out a little bit more, but this looks pretty empty right now. So let's go to a contract that has already been filled out. Let's switch over to Matic real quick, because Matic has a little bit more mature contracts that aren't mostly just test dummies. Okay, so you can see that these positions have already been taken up by this address right here. So what we're doing is we're comparing the price performance of Google with Bitcoin every 30 days. Let's click in and see what's going on. Every 30 days to be finished in what looks like 6 months, right? So this is going to be a 6-month contract with an interval of 30 days. So every 30 days, the contract will go ahead and compare Google versus Bitcoin, and then you'll be able to see if you're going to have any winnings, and then you'll be able to withdraw. And then so I'll add a little button here to actually call the function uh, because I just realized the settle swap function is not there. But if you set up Chainlink, then it'll happen automatically because yeah, so you have two options here. Basically, the button here will call a function called settle swap, and then it will go ahead and do all the price calculations manually, and you pay the gas. Or you can set it up with Chainlink, and then once the automation is enabled, then that Chainlink will go ahead and keep your contract current at all times, so you don't have to worry about it in case you have purchased a bunch of contracts and you don't want to go ahead and click through every single one. Um, but over here, you can see like, okay, let's make one real quick with Chainlink. Hopefully I still have Chainlink and that I'm not gonna run out when I'm sending this because it will take Chainlink right out of your wallet. Um, it's fine, there's no yield available yet. So, right, this is gonna be Chainlink enabled. And alrighty, let's see. Okay. Yeah, and since we enable Chainlink, then this will go ahead and be current. So Chainlink automation will go ahead and make sure that your contract is always distributing your funds, and that's pretty much it. Um, and yeah, and then you can, trade these different contracts however you like, and hopefully you'll make some money. So yeah, thanks.